sort of prop it up. It's been heavily relied on with tourism. And what are some more sustainable ways and economically beneficial ways that they can survive there. So with that, I'll turn it over to Amar. We got till on the hour, and then we roll into the next session. We invite everyone to join session two. And I hope you've enjoyed this session. And Amar, take it away, please.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Amar from Indonesia. Thanks for joining my session. Today, I will share you about the Bajo fishers' efforts in Wakatobi National Park, Indonesia, to transform their lives and livelihoods through some local initiatives. And two of them are virtual tourism and online gaming. So Bajo people are distributed in 4 countries in Southeast Asia. In 2014, their population was about 1.2 million people who highly depending to coastal and small island resources and marine trade for their sources of income. In Wakatobi, Indonesia, most of them are involved in small-scale fisheries, mainly in tuna and reef-based fish. Aside from fishing in some fishing grounds inside of Wakatobi, they also migrate seasonally to beyond their localities, following the life cycles of fish and the rhythm of the coastal waters. However, like other small-scale tropical fishing communities, they have encountered some socio-economic and environmental stressors, such as debt trap, stunting, household financial literacy, and blast fishing practices. And all these have raised concerns and supports actually from some stakeholders, but relatively less impactful both to the nature and human systems. Additionally, global disruptions such as COVID-19 and climate change increase their vulnerability, just reduce their resilience. So why transformation? Because they simply want to be able to continue their life as seafaring people while keep preserving their rich culture and the surrounding nature. The Bajo fishers want to regenerate their source of income to lessen stress on the reefs while still feeding their families. So they plan to do this through virtual tourism, which promotes respect for local culture, community-led development, ecological conservation, and mutual benefit. They will offer interactive online workshop, for examples, virtual reality experiences, audiovisual documentaries, augmented reality tours, and online marketplace. The first Bajo virtual museum and a one Bajo application, for instance, will be designed to connect the Bajau in Wakatobi and in Indonesia and other Southeast Asia countries and with the global traveler. So by supporting this initiative, external supporters can contribute to ecological conservation, sustainable development, and cultural exchange in the Bajau community. And another initiative here is developing alternative online game for their youth generation. Recently, online games such as Mobile Legends and Clash of Clans are so popular within the community. And too often their mother borrows some money just to buy chips for their sons. So instead of playing such kinds of games, we plan to also develop Bajo's online game with different challenges, rewards, and content. So introducing a ground-breaking online game that combines the rich culture of the Bajo people with marine conservation and sustainable development is behind the idea. So by investing in this venture, people can support a unique gaming experience that not only captivates players worldwide, but also empowers the Bajo community, protects the environment, and generates significant social and financial returns. So we can discover the potential of merging immersive gaming, cultural preservation, and environmental stewardship in an innovative and lucrative opportunity that's poised to revolutionize the gaming industry. So, ladies and gentlemen, why virtual tourism and online game? Because they offer unique advantages for the Bajo community and the global travelers and tourism or game industries, with a relatively low impact to the community and environment if we compare, for instance, to the physical tourism. Also, virtual tourism and online games can, create new job opportunities within the Bajo community, such as virtual tour guides, content creators, game developers, and more. And this diversification of income can help reduce the community's reliance on fishing and promote more sustainable practices. And then, of course, we cannot do that alone. Some supports are required, as we can see on the slide. But to note, the investment will be used to build and strengthen the capacity of the Bajo fishers and their youth generation to one day take a full control of the intervention. So the resulted incomes, will definitely, of course, result some bucks of money. Different with the conventional system, about 65% of the money will be allocated to these all programs, while the rest for strengthening the role of Lepa Mola as community organization that one day will be, becoming community company for the Bajo. And then, although we expect some grants, we also open some spaces for industries or companies to invest on such initiatives. Their investment could be returned in many forms. For instance, we can divide the profits from revenue streams as shown before, or we can scale the intervention models to other communities or regions facing similar socioeconomic and environmental challenges. And of course, this all will create, brand value and reputation to the investors. Okay, nice people, that's all my presentation. But before I hand it over to Matt, allow me first to read this poem. Amidst the raging sea, he sets his course, braving tempests with unwavering force, enduring toil and struggle day by day, patiently waiting for the meager prey. His love for life upon the ocean's breast burns like a flame that never will be quenched, a steadfast heart that knows no fear, no rest, and in his toil he finds his greatest strength. Thank you, everyone. I'm Amar on behalf of Bajau, a small-scale fishers in Wakatobi National Park. Again and again, thanks for listening, and we appreciate it most. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Amar, for that very informative session and a lot of insights about everything that you've spoken. And do we have questions for Amar?
I have one question. Do you have time for questions, Amar?
Yes, please. Still have
Okay.
time.
So, what has happened? Like, these were fishermen. These communities have relied on fishing for many years. Have they seen a decline in the number of fish available to be caught, and how have they been impacted by different outside forces as far as that goes?
Based on their observation on the total landings per month and per years, they acknowledge that their catch reduces quite a lot. But also it depends on many factors like seasonality, like climate change, and so on and so forth. That's why they are eager to find out alternative instead of just solely fishing, because they are aware about the stress that they are already being experienced by the reefs, for instance. But then again and again, since they are do the fishing over many generations, it is not the idea to pull out them from the sea totally. The idea is that how they can still continue their fishing in such kind of traditional way, while can also do other things to still keep to feed their family.
Got it. That makes sense. It looks like Akshay has a question. Do you want to jump in there?
Yeah. Hi, Umar. Just wanted to understand. So, as you mentioned lightly that, there are a lot of fishes that are depleting, and also, was there any waste baseline study that has been carried out by your community to understand where exactly is the major concerns here? Because are any hotspots, some kind of a study that has been carried out for these reasons as well?
Sorry, would you please repeat your question, please? Sorry.
Has there been any baseline study carried out to
Mhm.
understand the hotspots, because as you mentioned, there is a seasonality that is taking place. Because of that, the fishing has not been done. Also
Yeah.
seeing any litter
Okay.
that has been coming down, the plastic, and also helping, they have to go down to multiple kilometers to fetch. Has any study as such been carried out?
Yeah, as you can see from the slide, this is the fishing grounds of the Bajo fishers.
Mhm.
So they are used to, move from one certain fishing ground to the others, following actually the seasonality. And they are helped by the one of international NGO to monitor and surveillance the local dynamics of reef fish base, particularly. And that's why they can conclude that their total landings are reducing. It's quite significant.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
All right, do we have any other questions, or should we take a few minute break before we start session 2? Okay, so I want to thank all the participants in session 1, both the attendees in the audience, those that asked questions, and of course our speakers. Had a lot of great speakers there. I hope people got some good knowledge out of that. If you want to follow up with any of the speakers, I'm sure most of them would be happy to have you reach out to them. They're all on LinkedIn. We have all their links up on the website. We have the .org site, investinEarthDay.org. That site we're controlling. investinEarthDay.com is also our site, but it's being controlled by the VFairs platform right now. So either of those sites will work after the event, and we'll have tapes up if anyone is interested in either rewatching or learning, passing this on to friends. I think the full tape will be up on the platform here with VFairs for 30 days, and then after that we'll have it on our site as well. So thank you to everyone, and we have about 2